Yes guys, we are of course back with another video. Today we're going to talk about a little video that has actually been recommended for me to cover on multiple occasions. Now I am of course talking about the popular Chechclear video. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of what the video includes, and then I'm going to move on to the apparent story. Now I say apparent story because this video has had a lot of well, there's no clear story, let's just say that there's no clear story to it, and a lot of it is basically just theories, and I'll try and go through as much of that as I can. Yes, the video might get a little bit confusing, and I am sort of going to be all over the place with this. Like, I won't really go into a ton of detail about stuff, and yeah, it'll basically just be facts and conspiracies about it, I suppose. So what is the Chechclear video? The Chechclear video is a gore video that was set in Russia in 1996 during a Russian war. The war was of course called the Chechen War, and the main basis of the video we're going to explain now. It's only about 20 seconds long. I haven't unfortunately got the full video, that's if there is one. I keep hearing some rumours about a full video including 4 soldiers. Whether or not that's a different video, I'm unsure, but I've seen the 20-second video, so I'll just go through that very quickly. There's not a ton to it, it's the main story we're really focusing on. So the main video basically includes a young lad, and he gets executed, and what happens is, at the start his face is on the ground, there's a boot on his head, and somebody comes in with a knife to his neck. Now instead of the normal, I say normal, it's not normal, instead of the standard execution procedure, the beheading procedure, instead of coming in and chopping it off like that, this guy goes in with a knife straight in through the side and outwards instead of inwards. Usually on execution videos you'd see that they go inwards with the knife, however on this occasion it goes outward, and it's honestly horrible. There's blood everywhere, it comes gushing out. It's a bit like when people unfortunately slit the throats of cows, that sort of thing. So after he's slit the throat, the blood obviously comes, it's like a puddle. It sort of cuts to a zoomed out position, and the guy then proceeds to cut his head off. Now in another version, apparently it basically ends there, he just cuts his head off and holds it. Apparently in another version, the beheader, I guess that's the word, apparently holds up the head and laughs at the camera, which is pretty fucked up. And that's basically the whole execution vid in a nutshell. There's not much to say about it, and nothing too intriguing happens. So why was he killed, and why did this particular video become so popular throughout the web? Well, basically the Chechens say that this man was a mercenary, and there is a ton of controversy from this point on. I'm not sure which things I'll be stating are facts and which are actually just made up rumours. So we're going to go through them, and if you guys want, comment down below, give some insight. I'm always happy to have a discussion in the comments about this. So the official story, it basically has a ton of problems. There's a lot of sort of loopholes, stuff like that, things that don't make sense. Now apparently the man in the video can't be identified, but there's been suspects in the video, and people doing the killing have also been suspects, and we're going to go through them too. Now I hope you're ready for me to completely, I am sideways for some reason, that's better. I hope you're ready for me to completely butcher some Russian names, because that's what I'm about to do. Now, a lot of the information comes from ex-Russian soldiers who say that this man was basically a Russian contracts soldier called Alexei Shcherbatyk. I've completely butchered that, the name will be somewhere. And apparently he was actually a contract soldier, not a mercenary, meaning that he basically continued his service after conscription. Now, it's said that Alexei went out with 4 other soldiers to pick up some vodka from the town, in which led to this this whole event kicking off, this Chechclear thing. Now, apparently prior to this small 30-second, well 20-second video, there were 4 other men who were executed before him, and he was executed and videoed as an example to other soldiers, basically. Now, a lot of people also say that this man is somebody called, again, Russian name, gonna butcher it, Yevgeny Rodionov, who was age 19 in the video. However, this is semi-proven to be untrue, as Rodionov was actually somebody who was executed, but he was 18 at the time, and his execution was never actually recorded. Now, another theory is that this was actually a hostage named Jayy, and that he was executed basically to show or make a point to other hostages. So, who was the killer? We also don't know this. Some people think that it's a Saudi Arabian named Khattab, who was basically a jihadi who fought with the Chechens until he was killed by a poison letter. It's also said that the killer was a man named Saladin Temir. Again, another Russian name, which I've probably butchered. Now, the easier nickname for him to go by was the tractor driver, and apparently he was basically one of the members of Temir Bulatov's gang. There you go. Now, according to sources, this video is actually just one of the executions, or one of 3 executions that happened that day with Temir Bulatov's gang. However, the other 3 weren't recorded. Now, apparently there is an old videotape that's available, very poor quality and hard to find, that shows this gang member questioning these 4 men. Now, 2 of the accomplices shoot 2 of the men. One of them is also executed by taking a saw to the neck, so he gets his head chopped off by a saw, and he's made to dig his own grave beforehand, but we're not sure what happened to the 4th man in this situation. That remains a mystery. Now, according to a man named Moldy Kasanov, who was a Chechen rebel that was arrested, and also a member of Temir Bulatov's gang, the guy who beheaded this man was actually somebody named Daddy, or Batya in Chechen. Batya was apparently killed in a Russian mortar attack a month after this, but sources say that this Kasanov guy was sort of covering it up to stay safe from Temir Bulatov's gang. Now, apparently Temir Bulatov was arrested on March the 20th, 2000, and he was actually charged with murder for this one video and the 3 other executions of these Russian soldiers. Now, he was actually sent to prison on February the 15th, 2001, and one of the pieces of evidence that was used against him was actually the Chechclear video itself. So, of course, for these crimes he was given life imprisonment. However, it's rumoured that he was actually killed by Russian Orthodox prisoners, but that's also not confirmed, like quite a few of things in this situation. Now, going back to the authenticity of the video, There is apparently a 5-minute version that also includes this gang kicking and beating and insulting the dude in the video, whoever that may be, before eventually beheading him. But like I said at the start, the details of this video, they're quite funky. I mean, nothing really adds up. Now I would like your guys' opinion on this if possible. Hopefully we can have a little bit of a discussion about it. I mean, obviously we're not going to get to the bottom of it. I mean, I'm no detective. I'm no detective, I'm just going by what I've seen and read and learnt about. But overall, it's a pretty gruesome video, and the fact that it was filmed in 1996 and also sold around as a snuff film, eventually making its way to the web in 1996, it's pretty gruesome. It's a pretty gruesome one, and it's also pretty popular. So that's all I've really got to say about the Chechclear video. Like I said, all these things that I'm saying or have said, they're quite, yeah, they don't add up. It's a bit all over the place. There's no sort of, I mean, I've looked online of course to learn a bit about it beforehand, and there's nothing you can look at really where there's a full story, you know, names of the dead, names of the executors. There's nothing like that. It's all just rumours that have gone around. It could be anyone. It could be anyone, and I'd like to think that this case would be solved in maybe 5-10 years, as it has gained popularity over the last few months, clearly. So it would be nice to, you know, give you guys an update on this video, and also on the story itself. But who knows when we'll see that. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. You wanted me to cover it, here I am. I've covered it to the best of my knowledge. Clearly it's not enough because it's so difficult to follow. But that's that. Hopefully I can update you guys in the future, and I mean, I'd love an update on this. Like I say, comment, let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, maybe hit that little bell near the subscribe button. You'll be doing me a ton of favours. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.